It's June of 2021. Cal Poly State University pitcher Bryan Woo is in a truly brutal stretch of his career. His freshman year in 2019 was a complete disaster, allowing nearly 16 hits per nine and had an ERA over 8. He bounced back with a much better but brief 2020 season. And after a rough start to 2021, Bryan Woo underwent every pitcher's worst nightmare: Tommy John surgery. He would not throw another inning for the Mustangs. This is it for a lot of pitchers. A college career that never really got off the ground due to bad performance with some bad luck and injury mixed in. But Bryan Woo is not most pitchers. Yup, a career 6.36 ERA in college, coming off of Tommy John surgery, got drafted by the Seattle Mariners in the 6th round of the 2021 draft. No matter the results that he got, the Mariners liked his stuff. They decided it was worth a shot and picked him. In 2022, Woo started the year in rookie ball, but quickly jumped up to A and A+ ball. Despite being mostly a reliever in college, the Mariners chose to develop him as a starter. His results in Everett were pretty middle of the pack, a 4.78 ERA. Nobody could hit for much power against Woo, but they hit to a high average against him, despite his elite strikeout numbers. Still, not too bad for a 22-year-old that struggled in college. 2023 was when Woo kicked it into another gear. He absolutely shoved in the Arizona Fall League and kicked off the season in Double-A Arkansas, where he continued to thrive. A 2.05 ERA, striking out over 34% of the batters he faced and allowed 2 home runs. These are numbers that undeniably warranted a promotion to AAA Tacoma. But Woo would not throw a single pitch for the 2023 Rainers. Bryan Woo was a Seattle Mariner. In just 2 short years, he had gone from struggling in college to joining one of the best rotations in baseball. Here we go. Woo's MLB debut, going up against one of the toughest offenses in baseball, the Texas Rangers. Let's see what his first major league pitch is. A 92-mile-per-hour four-seamer right down the middle to a really good hitter.
Pitch of the game, and this one wrapped past third base, and that'll be extra bases for Marcus Semien. He'll cruise to second and hold up there, a leadoff double.
Next up, a top 5 hitter in baseball at this moment.
Streak now for Semien as well. Seager goes after the next pitch. That's a base hit. It'll get Semien to the plate. And 2 pitches in, the Rangers have already erased the deficit.
This isn't going well. Thankfully, a 96-mile-per-hour fastball retires Nathaniel Lowe looking. A walk to Adolis Garcia, a strikeout of Josh Young, and then just 1 out away from getting out with limited damage.
And a 2-strike pitch, that one should find pay dirt out there. It does, it's down. 1 run is in. They'll wave Garcia. Here he comes, and it's a double for Jonah Heim.
The second inning wasn't any better. Bryan Woo got annihilated in his MLB debut. 6 runs in 2 innings, allowing 7 hits and a walk. But the Mariners didn't let this one start deter them, and he started the following week against the Angels. And his first couple of innings were encouraging.
And that's those short arms, a quick bat, swing and a miss, strikes out Mike Trout. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss.
With 2 outs and Zach Neto on first, Shohei Ohtani steps up. Woo's first pitch is an excellent sweeper that Ohtani chases. He decides to double up on it. If you were watching this game, you would understand that Woo hit his spot. Good pitch, bad time to throw that pitch.
Ohtani with a drive to right. Yes, this one's going to go a long way. Shohei Ohtani.
But that was pretty much it. Woo shut down the Angels for the rest of the day, at least until a Mickey Moniak ground rule double chased him from the game. Woo still allowed his fair share of hard contact, but he struck out 7 in just 4 2/3 innings of 2-run ball, a much more respectable outing. Woo still got barreled up a good amount over the next few months, but he struck out enough batters to mostly be effective, despite a brief IL stint with elbow inflammation. His best start of the season came in the pivotal September playoff race against Anaheim. 5 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. Bryan Woo finished his 2023 making 18 starts for the big league team. He struck out a good amount of batters and kept his walks at a reasonable level, but he allowed a few too many homers to be truly great. However, his home run to fly ball rate in particular seemed like it was due for a major correction. Woo didn't get hit too hard, with barrel and hard hit rates better than the league average, and yet 13% of fly balls allowed from him left the yard. Despite lefties being trouble for Woo in his rookie year, there were plenty of reasons to be optimistic about him heading into 2024. But I don't think anybody expected what would happen next. Woo has so far, knock on wood, landed on the IL twice in 2024. But when he's pitched,
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Schwarber. Strike 3. Super impressive. Look at this.
the argument that Bryan Woo has been the 2024 Mariners ace is extremely real. His strikeout rate has actually dropped quite significantly from 25% to 20%. However, he's done what George Kirby did with not walking anyone and cranked it up to 11. Woo has the league's lowest walk rate for any starting pitcher at 2.4%. Not only that, he also has the league's lowest barrel rate allowed with at least 93 innings pitched. Sorry, by the way, Spencer Schwallenbach. These two skills simply shouldn't coexist. Baseball nature will tell you that someone that throws as many strikes as Bryan Woo shouldn't have such a low barrel rate. All of that has culminated in an absolute masterpiece of a season. As of recording this, 99 innings pitched, a 2.36 ERA, 3.31 FIP, and an absolutely ridiculous 0.848 WHIP. Woo's best start of not only this season but of his career came on the 14th of August. In Detroit, he allowed only 4 base runners and struck out 6 in 7 innings of scoreless dominance. By the way, he took a no decision in that game. Ouch. So, what has made Woo so much more effective this year? His velocities and movement profiles have remained eerily similar to his 2023. First and foremost, it's his command. His four-seam fastball has always been effective due to both his low release point. Is it really a Bryan Woo video if I don't mention his VAA at least once? An above-average vertical break, but he's also commanding it extremely well. Fangraphs gives him a 65 for four-seam command and a 68 for sinker command on the 20 to 80 scale, and his location plus for his heaters are 110 and 111 respectively. His sliders and changeup have seen even bigger increases. There's a lot of talk about how Bryan Woo is all fastball, and to an extent he is. He's throwing his four-seam sinker combination 72% of the time. But this series suggests that Woo is a one-trick pony. He isn't. His changeup and sweeper are plus pitches too. In particular, his sweeper. Bryan Woo has thrown 123 sweeping sliders this season. It's gone whiffs at a 40% clip, and there have been, are you ready for this? 2 hard hit balls. Do you want to watch them?
Keep going. High fly ball right field. Canzone. Yeah. Get it in the air, but underneath it.
There they were. 2 routine pop-outs. This may very well be the best sweeping slider in baseball, and he throws it just 9% of the time. More often than not, batters step up to the plate knowing what Bryan Woo is going to throw them, and they still can't hit it.